Thank you for joining me on another one of my walks. Today it's just another local one for me. I've had a bit of a look on YouTube for other videos of this place, and there are a few, but none of them are very recent, so I thought I'd do one walking Hubbard's Hills in Louth. It's a lovely area with a stream running through it, and when the water level's not too high, there's some nice stepping stones that the kids can run across. So when I get there, I shall get the camera back on and start recording. It is about 7:15 at the moment, and there are a few dog walkers taking advantage of the early time. This is actually Westgate Field, which is just next to Hubbard's Hills, and you are allowed to walk your dogs off the lead here. But as you can see, it's a nice big open field. We have part of the local waterworks here. It's in a lovely old looking building. Fortunately, can't get a brilliant image of it because of the trees, but it is very nice. And then we've got a couple more smaller structures to go with the waterworks. There's another one just in the distance there. Okay, so these are the stepping stones, and they have also been reinforcing the banking with some old fallen tree stumps. And there used to be a bridge across the river just up here, but that was taken down because it was getting a bit old. I don't know if they're going to be replacing it anytime soon, but I hope so, because it was a good way of getting across and staying dry. And unfortunately, because the bridge is not working, it's not quite so easy to get across to the other side without getting wet at the moment. But there is this monument over the other side of the river. It's a very nice old structure, and it just fits in. There's a couple of quirky bits and pieces around here. We've got a little shelter there that unfortunately the local kids seem to think it's fun to vandalise, but like everything, it gets cleaned up. It's been repaired a few times, but you're just in this big valley, and it's so well looked after. And obviously you can see there, finding ways to strengthen the banking and stop it from eroding. And they've also, by the looks of things, put in another bridge to get across over there, so I might just have a wander over and get a better view of the monument quickly now. It looks like they are cutting back a lot of the dead trees and having a general tidy up. Obviously getting ready for the fact that it is pretty much summer now and it's going to be used quite a lot, so it's nice to see it getting a bit of a tidy up. As you can see, well, see that's been marked with the red at some point, which I guess is either just thinning it out or cutting it down because it was infected. As you can see, that bridge has just been recently replaced. I do remember that quite a lot of that was quite old and rough. This is the far end of Hubbard's Hills. There are car parks both ends. The other end is a bigger car park than this one, and there is also a little tea room there. But what I am going to do, I shall show you on the map. We started way up here and we've walked all the way down to here, and then I'm going to go back up the high run all the way out and back to where I came from. So let's go. That is up here. When you come up the stairway at the far end, you do have to be aware of the fact that you need to turn off to the left and walk up that path there in front of me, because if you go up, carrying up that one takes you onto the golf course. Not so much of an issue at this time of day, but on a nice hot sunny day I wouldn't want to be walking across there. But it is a quite well used golf course, and it is a lovely venue. It has a nice restaurant and a bar. I know it's nice because I can speak from experience, having had a few meals there, and we also used it for our wedding reception. So I shall perhaps just stick my head into the car park there on my way back past and show you it while I'm here. I know I've not long shown you on the map, but just for reference, that is the path that I was walking along earlier, and it is up quite a steep hill back to where I am now. Lots of wildlife I've seen. I believe it's either a stork or a heron this morning, probably more likely to be a heron around here. Handful of squirrels, and just across the fence here is the golf course. The higher path back is a little bit rougher because it is just a natural path, but when it gets to sort of the big slopey bits, we've got a railing, but as you can see, lots of tree root to give you natural steps, and again some lovely views, some lovely quiet places. So we've got to walk back that way straight down the hill to the original path I walked across, but what we're going to do is we're going to follow this all the way back to the beginning. I forgot to record it when I was doing the beginning of my video, but just down there is the first car park you get to, and that little building in the middle of the shot is the tea room. They also have a few sort of water and kids games activity type things for you to purchase if you're coming here for a couple of hours with the kids. We have done as a family a few times, met friends and had a bit of an afternoon here. It's very nice in the summer. Definitely worth doing if you are local. It's quite reasonable. I think it's something like £1 all day for the parking. Might be £2, but it's still not a lot, and all the money goes towards the upkeep of the place. See, that's more of the golf course. There is another path here that you can take, which takes you all the way back to the field above the river, but I am going to follow this path all the way to the end, and then we'll go and have a quick look at the golf course. Okay, so we are nearly at the end of the main walk through Hubbard's Hills. We've got this last bit down back near the bridge with all the padlocks on that I showed you earlier, which you can probably just about make out. Where are we? About there. But then we've got this bit of old wall that is used to reinforce the path, and then we're back out onto the main road in and out. The golf course is neatly hidden away up that path, up the driveway, sorry. Got some so if you're doing a walk and you fancy a drink afterwards, then drop in. Thank you for joining me on another one of my treks. Well, more of a walk this one today, but we do have a couple of bigger days out planned, so as soon as we've done those I should be uploading videos of those. Can't guarantee that there'll be a big video every week, but hopefully during the summer I will try and get out and do more of the local walks to me on days when I can. I do have work commitments and family commitments, but I shall certainly try and upload something at least every 2 weeks, every week if I can. But thank you for joining me, and if you like the walks, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.